The BJP has been on an electoral high. In Gujarat in December last year, it won the assembly elections by a record margin and lost narrowly in Himachal Pradesh. And most recently, in the three northeastern states of Tripura, Meghalaya and Nagaland, it has performed impressively, all but ensuring that it will be a part of the ruling government in each of the three states.
आज के चुनाव और इन चुनाव परिणामों में देश के लिए, दुनिया के लिए बहुत सारे संदेश हैं। आज के नतीजे ये दिखाते हैं कि भारत में लोकतंत्र और लोकतांत्रिक व्यवस्थाओं पर कितनी आस्था है, एक मजबूत आशावाद है। भाजपा के विजय अभियान का रहस्य छिपा है त्रिवेणी में। त्रिवेणी यानी तीन धाराओं का संगम। इस त्रिवेणी की पहली शक्ति है भाजपा सरकारों का कार्य। इस त्रिवेणी की दूसरी शक्ति है भाजपा सरकारों की कार्य संस्कृति और इस त्रिवेणी की तीसरी शक्ति है भाजपा के कार्यकर्ताओं का सेवा भाव। हमने देश को एक नई राजनीति दी है, राजनीति की एक नई संस्कृति दी है। हमने सबका साथ, सबका विकास, सबका विश्वास और सबका प्रयास, एक नया विकास मॉडल देश को दिया है।
Something that stands out about the BJP is that it gives it its all in every single election it fights, whether it's at the panchayat level or all the way up to the Lok Sabha. The deputation of central ministers for party work, maintaining a constant connect with the cadre, addressing any weaknesses in an already robust organizational machinery are all integral to its day-to-day functioning as well as preparations for elections. The meteoric rise of the BJP in recent years has been accompanied by an equally dramatic fall in the fortunes of the Congress party. Its poor show in the three elections in the northeast is just a case in point. The Congress continues to wage a struggle for relevance, but in Karnataka, which is our focus for this episode of Inside, it is still a strong competitor. Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Yatra in the month of October spent 24 days in Karnataka, covering a distance of almost 500 kilometers along 8 districts, many of which are strongholds of the Congress party. The Karnataka election will be a litmus test over whether this yatra has had any electoral traction for the Congress. The Bharatiya Janta Party may not have the easiest time. Congress party veterans in the state like Siddaramaiah, DK Shivkumar and Mallikarjun Kharge have traditionally had strong following and vote bases. Karnataka also has had a trend of strong anti-incumbency. Moreover, the BJP has had to replace B.S. Yediyurappa, a stalwart of the party, as Chief Minister with Basavaraj Bommai, and it remains to be seen how enthused the cadre in the state are about his leadership.
After their tallest leader, B.S. Yediyurappa was asked to step down as Chief Minister by the BJP High Command, Basavaraj Bommai was chosen as the next Chief Minister of the state. It caused many heartburns within the rank and file of the BJP and was a surprise to many outsiders too, as Basavaraj Bommai is a Lingayat, but he comes from a minority Lingayat community. And also, he's quite a new entrant to the BJP, not an original BJP. In fact, it was only a decade old in the party when he was chosen for the top post. Though he is a Lingayat, but he lacks the charisma and the popularity as B.S. Yediyurappa enjoys. Also, the charisma needed for a mass leader. Hence, when Amit Shah started the poll campaign in Karnataka, he said that this campaign will be led by Narendra Modi. However, the BJP also realized that B.S. Yediyurappa is equally essential, and there are some of the section of Lingayats are miffed about him being unceremoniously asked to step down as a chief minister. Realizing the fact that the BJP started to say that both Narendra Modi, the Prime Minister, and B.S. Yediyurappa will campaign for the party, and they are our face and mascots of this election. In fact, the Prime Minister, the party president even said that both Narendra Modi and B.S. Yediyurappa root out corruption from Karnataka. Some are even extended saying that if the BJP comes back to power in Karnataka, they will replace Basaraj Bommai. Whether it will happen or not, we have to wait and see. But as of right now, the party is banking on the charisma of the Prime Minister and the popularity of B.S. Yediyurappa to bring the party to power in Karnataka.
The Congress party has also been waging a strong campaign centered on accusations of corruption against the ruling dispensation in Karnataka. The campaign so far on both sides has been high on rhetoric. Some of the BJP's most prominent faces in the state have made controversial remarks, suggesting that the campaign will be high on polarizing remarks. Nalin Kumar Katil, the party chief in the state, and Basavangowda Patil Yatnal, an MLA, as well as Minister Ashwath Narayan, have been in the news for making outrightly communal remarks about communities and opposition politicians.
One of the polarizing issues which has taken a feverish pitch in Karnataka is the issue of Tipu versus Savarkar. Ever since the Congress government in Karnataka started celebrating Tipu Jayanti, there has always been a section of BJP MLAs, especially coming from the districts of Kodagu and Mangalore, been opposing Tipu Jayanti. But since the past 1 year, it has taken a feverish pitch with both the camps very strongly advocating for the political, religious and cultural icons. While some say Tipu is a freedom fighter and he's someone who was plural to all the communities, there is a section of who says that Tipu was a bigot and he was an anti-Hindu. The same way, the BJP strongly advocates Savarkar as a cultural icon, as a political ideologue, whereas the Congress is saying that he was nothing of sort of a freedom fighter. In fact, he was an apologist and he was, some even say, that agent of the British company that time. But now it's on the ground, however, it is taking a very political turn. As elections are coming near, it is also divided the people on very, very strong opposite sides. The BJP himself, in fact, Home Minister Amit Shah, sounding the poll beagle in Karnataka in Mandya, had said that this elect girls from the menace of love jihad. One of the BJP MLA even went to the extent of saying that there are 1 lakh Tipu voters in his constituency referring to the minority community, and asking his people there not to vote for the minority Tipu supporters here. Very clearly, there is this BJP, one of the strong leaders, saying this issue about those who support Tipu and those who support Savarkar.
ನಾವು ರಾಮ ಭಕ್ತರು, ಆಂಜನೇಯನ ಭಕ್ತರು, ಆಂಜನೇಯನ ಕಾರ್ಯ ಮಾಡೋರು, ಆಂಜನೇಯನ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಮಾಡೋರು. ನಾವು ಟಿಪ್ಪು ಸಂತಾನದವರಲ್ಲ, ಟಿಪ್ಪು ಸಂತಾನವನ್ನು ಮನೆ ಕಳಿಸೋರು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಯಲಬುರ್ಗದ ಜನತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ನೀವು ಆಂಜನೇಯನನ್ನ ಪೂಜೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಟಿಪ್ಪುವಿನ ಭಜನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? ಆಂಜನೇಯನ ಪೂಜೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಟಿಪ್ಪುವಿನ ಭಜನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಟಿಪ್ಪು ಭಜನೆಯನ್ನ ಮಾಡುವವರನ್ನ ಕಾಡಿಗೆ ಓಡಿಸ್ತೀರೋ ಇಲ್ಲವೋ? ಸಂಕಲ್ಪವನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿ, ರಾಜ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಟಿಪ್ಪು ಸಂತಾನ ಬೇಕಾ, ರಾಮ ಭಕ್ತರು ಬೇಕಾ, ಆಂಜನೇಯನ ಭಕ್ತರು ಬೇಕಾ? ಆಂಜನೇಯನ ಪುಣ್ಯ ನೆಲದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಸವಾಲಾಗ್ತೇನೆ. ಈ ನೆಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಟಿಪ್ಪು ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥವ್ರು ಉಳಿಬಾರ್ದು, ರಾಮನ ಭಜನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥವ್ರು ಬೇಕು, ಹನುಮಂತರ ಆಚರಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ.
ಎಲ್ಲ MLAಗಳು ನನಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಗೌಡ್ರ ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ 1 ಲಕ್ಷ ಟಿಪ್ಪು ಸುಲ್ತಾನ್ಗಳದಾರ, ನೀವು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಶಿವಾಜಿ ಮಹಾರಾಜರು ವಂಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಆರಿಸಿ ಬಂದಿರಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಬಿಜಾಪುರ್ನಾಗ ಇನ್ನು ಮ್ಯಾಗ ಯಾರು ಟಿಪ್ಪು ಸುಲ್ತಾನ್ ಆರಿಸ್ಬಿಡುದಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆರಿಸ್ಬಿಡೋರು ಶಿವಾಜಿ ಮಹಾರಾಜರು ಭಗವಾನ್ ಜನ. ಹೌದಿಲ್ಲ? ತಪ್ಪಿ ಸಹಿತ ನೀವು ಸಾಬ್ರಿಗೆ ಓಟ್ ಹಾಕ್ಬಾರ್ದು.
ಸುತ್ತಲೂ ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯ ಅವರು ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಟಿಪ್ಪು 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 ಬೇಕಾ, ಸಾವರ್ಕರ್ ಬೇಕಾ? ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಟಿಪ್ಪು ಸುಲ್ತಾನ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಕಳಿಸ್ಬೇಕು? ಉರಿಗೌಡ ನಂಜೇಗೌಡ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು? ಉರಿಗೌಡ ನಂಜೇಗೌಡರು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು? ಹಂಗೆ ಇವ್ರನ್ನ ಹೊಡೆದಾಕ್ಬೇಕು.
How will the rest of the campaign pan out? The BJP's Vijay Sankalp Yatra is one response to the Bharatiya Janta Yatra in Karnataka. It was launched between the 1st and 3rd of March from 4 different corners of Karnataka, in Chamarajnagar, in Bidar, in Belagavi and in Bengaluru. The yatras will end in Davangere on the 25th of March, where Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be present and also address a public rally.
In poll-bound Karnataka, all the political parties are starting their yatras. In fact, the first to start was JDS, which started with the Pancharatna Yatra, and Congress countered it with the Prajadhani Yatra, crisscrossing all the assembly segments in Karnataka to counter BJP, especially in the northern belt and especially in the southern belt, the JDS. Now, to counter all that, BJP has started the Vijay Sankalp Yatra. There are 4 specifically designed buses which will start from 4 corners of the Karnataka, targeting each particular community. On March 1st, they started from Chamarajnagar, constituting on especially the SC/ST community. On March 2nd, they started from Belgavi, looking at North Karnataka, and they started from the Sangoli Rayana, the famous freedom fighter. On 3rd March, Amit Shah will flag off in Basava Kalyan and also in Bangalore. Basava Kalyan is of both political and religious significance for Lingayats, who form the backbone of the BJP in Karnataka, and from Dadballapur, Devanahalli from Bangalore, where JDS or the Vakkaliga belt is what it is considered as, targeting that. Now, Vijay Sankalp Yatra will crisscross 8,000 kilometers, going all the 224 assembly constituencies. And earlier too, Congress had flagged off their Prajadhani Yatra, all covering all the 224 assembly constituencies. The Congress, however, targeted BJP that the Prajadhani Yatra and especially the Bharat Jodo Yatra done by Rahul Gandhi in Karnataka, which covered more than 12 parliamentary constituencies and more than 24 assembly constituencies covering 525 kilometers, has rattled the BJP in the state. Looking at the popularity of Rahul Gandhi and especially the success of Bharat Jodo Yatra, the BJP has undertaken this mammoth Vijay Sankalp Yatra in Karnataka, which are calling as another Rath Yatra, covering all the 4 corners of the state. In fact, the Rath Yatra of the BJP will culminate on a mega push on March 25th, where the Prime Minister Narendra Modi himself will be attending. According to BJP, more than 10 lakh people is what they're targeted to bring for this mega yatra, to highlight the development works done by the party, and to also show the opposition's disunity and also their lies, while the opposition is targeting BJP on the 40% corruption angle. Now, the BJP said this yatra will cover more than 224 assembly constituencies. They will also have held a lot of public rallies. There will be a lot of road shows, and these buses have specifically decided to do corner meetings and address the public there. And they feel that this big push will take the party to the power what they're looking at, without any allies of JDS, or neither have to borrow MLAs from Congress last time.
These are interesting times for the BJP in Karnataka. B.S. Yediyurappa announced his retirement from electoral politics. The Prime Minister visited Yediyurappa's stronghold of Shimoga last week to inaugurate a new airport there. Subsequently, on the same day, the Prime Minister, Mr. Modi, held a long road show in Belgavi in Karnataka.
After B.S. Yediyurappa was also stepped down as the second term as the Chief Minister of Karnataka, there was a lot of grouse among the Lingayats that the tallest leader of Lingayat has been asked to step down. Yediyurappa, however, had said that he will continue to tour the state and work for the party despite the personal setback. However, that didn't happen. The many felt that Yediyurappa was completely sidelined by the party. However, as elections are coming near, the party has realized that Yediyurappa is still their biggest mascot to go for elections. Hence, he's been brought back, and in fact, his son Vijendra, who was earlier not given any MLA ticket, neither he was given any minister's post, was also inducted as part of the campaign in charge. Now, Yediyurappa has been given a prominent position in the party as one of the topmost body of the BJP, has been elected as a member. He's also been looking out forwardly to look as campaign committee in charge. In fact, the Prime Minister himself facilitated Yediyurappa. In fact, when Shimoga, when the airport was inaugurated, he asked the people there to take out their mobile phone, switch on the torchlight to honor B.S. Yediyurappa, who had recently celebrated his 80th birthday. In fact, the Prime Minister even mentioned Yediyurappa, saying that Prime Modi and Yediyurappa both together will root out corruption from Karnataka during the Belgavi leg of this rally. Now, the Prime Minister has been coming often to Karnataka. It's his fifth rallies which he has done in Karnataka. Opposition has lashed on to it and said that PM Modi has become a political tourist. And even Siddaramaiah went on to say that JP Nadda and Amit Shah are nothing but poll agents. To which the BJP retorted, is Rahul Gandhi the polling agent of the Congress party? Despite all that, what is important is that Yediyurappa, who earlier felt that he has been sidelined, is suddenly been brought back into the politics, into the mainstream of the BJP's campaign, even to the extent of saying that Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Yediyurappa, not the Chief Minister B.S. Bommai, will lead the party in the coming elections in April. In fact, in many of the yatras, Yediyurappa has been included in most of the yatras. He's also become a star campaigner. Now, Yediyurappa's, who for a few days was not sure about his what the party is looking after him, suddenly feels energized about this, and now they're asking Yediyurappa to tour the state, and like I said earlier, even could be made the campaign committee in charge. Whether how much he'll have say in the selection of candidates, we have to see. But for now, there's some kind of salvage been done by the party, knowing very well that Lingayat still strongly backed their strongest man, B.S. Yediyurappa, in the state.
There have been multiple visits by the Prime Minister to the state in the recent past, including the headquarters of the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited and then the annual Aero India event in Bengaluru. For the Vijay Sankalp Yatra, the central leadership of the BJP will have a strong presence on the ground, including Home Minister Amit Shah, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, and of course the party President JP Nadda.
हम 224 कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी में चारों तरफ से 4 रथ यात्रा चालू हो जाएगा, आज कल परसों। यहाँ पर हमारा राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष जेपी नड्डा जी आ रहे हैं और राजनाथ सिंह जी कल बसोकलैंड से शुरू कर रहा है और परसों हमारा गृह मंत्री अमित शाह जी आ रहे हैं, वो इनाग्रेशन कर रहा है। क्योंकि हमारा जो है, हमारा एक्सपेक्टेशन के ज्यादा रेस्पॉन्ड आ रहा है। हम इस बार हम 150 के लिए ज्यादा सीट जीतने के लिए हम कोशिश कर रहा हूँ, वो हो जाएगा शायद, ऐसा मेरे को लग रहा है।
On the 1st of March, Nadda launched the yatra from Malay Mahadeshwara Betta near Chamarajnagar. This is part of the old Mysore region in Karnataka, traditionally a JDS stronghold, and has a large population of Vokkaliga voters who for many years have been loyal to the JDS. The Congress also has a strong presence here. The Bharatiya Janta Party did not do as well as it would have hoped here in 2018.
This yatra starting from 4 different sides, south, north, east, west. Today from south, the first yatra is to be started. Our national president is going to flag off the yatra. The whole concept is to cover all the 224 constituencies in the next 20 days. And
its own Prajadhwani Yatra in the Mysuru, Chamarajnagar, Mandya regions in January this year. The region has also been in the news for the BJP's endeavour to construct a Ram temple in the Ramnagara area of the region. There's been politics over this because the Congress has objected to the invitation extended by the BJP to Yogi Adityanath, the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, to inaugurate this temple once the construction concludes. This is just one indication of how the yatra has been planned. The demographics of each region and their voting preferences have also been kept in mind. More than 50 state and national leaders will participate over the next 3 weeks, covering all 31 districts and 224 constituencies in the state. As per reports, almost 8,000 kilometers will be covered with 80 rallies, 74 public meetings and 150 road shows as part of the itinerary.
Karnataka BJP has started their Rath Yatra. This is a specially designed bus which will go across all the 4 corners of Karnataka. There are 4 buses specially designed for this purpose, where it will traverse the next 22 days all the 224 assembly constituencies in Karnataka. Karnataka. The bus is 30 feet long and 8 feet wide, which will have this speaking ability so that they can also carry the public address, rallies, and also this bus will also have public programs for this. This has been specially designed by the BJP, which is calling it as Vijay Sankalp Yatra. They plan to cover all the 224 constituencies ahead of the crucial Karnataka elections. A big push on the part of the BJP, which will culminate on 25th March in Davangere, the center of Karnataka, with Prime Minister Narendra Modi addressing crowd, which the BJP said more than 10 lakh they are trying to achieve the target crowd to bring to power. Now this is a rally which they are saying that this will overshadow all the other rallies of the opposition. The Congress is saying that because of the success of the Prajadhwani Yatra, the BJP also has embarked on it. But the BJP says it has no relation with the Congress, neither are they rattled by their public rallies. But in fact, this is a push by the BJP for the last minute, big push for the BJP ahead of the elections in Karnataka. This is the bus which will traverse 8,000 kilometers across the length and breadth of the Karnataka. We're reaching out more than 224 assembly constituencies of Karnataka.
We will be covering the Yatra on subsequent episodes of Inside as well, something that will give us an idea of how it is being received on the ground and how the battle ahead of the elections in Karnataka is intensifying with each passing day.